Okay, hi everyone. So
Hi.
I'm going to put, oh, it says chat disabled.
I'm gonna make you host.
Okay.
Completely forgot about that.
Do I put the link in the code or just the code?
It should be like a whole link.
Okay, hold on.
Are we doing Desmos?
Yes, 1 second. I'm just putting the link in the chat now. Okay. All right, the link is in the chat whenever you guys are ready.
Ready?
Okay, and start looking at the first question. Would you rather be Nemo or Dory? All right, we'll talk about it in a couple of minutes when more friends join.
I don't know if my screen's too big, but it's not showing the typing box.
It's not showing the link in the chat?
It's showing the link, but it's not showing the text box where we put.
There's no text box. Just think about it, okay? And then we'll talk about it in a second. Kalani, do you have a question?
No.
Okay. All right, so who would like to share? Who would like to be Nemo or Dory? Mert, who would you like to be?
I don't want to be none of them because both of them can be.
Neither? Aw.
They have a bunch of predators like sharks. Like almost everything eats them, even up to birds, up to humans.
That is true. Good choice. All right, anyone else would like to share? Victoria, which one would you like to be?
I would like to be Dory because he doesn't get like in a lot of trouble just like Nemo.
That is true. All right, Selena, which one would you like to be?
She wants to be Dory. Why? She loves blue.
Ooh, that is a good color. All right, we'll take one more. Let's see. Maya?
I would like to be Nemo because I like how he has those stripes on him.
You like his skin, the fins and everything? All right, we're going to move on to the next one. We're going to watch a video on the animal life cycle. All right, let me share my screen. All right, give me a thumbs up if you could see my screen. Okay, let's watch.
You're gonna have to copy and paste the link.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Sometimes when I say after class, I would go to Generation Genius.
Ooh.
Once I tried to do the plant one, and it kind of came.
Mert, remember our Zoom rules, okay? You raise your hand.
All right, it's this one.
What's going on, my peeps? Get it? Peeps, because you're chicks.
Tough crowd.
Dr. Jeff,
Why was there a chicken running around in the lab?
Oh, thanks. I was babysitting some chickens for my friend.
These chickens look so much different than their parents.
Yeah, I've always wondered why chicks are fluffy and their parents are bigger with white feathers.
Well, they change as they grow up. It's all part of the life cycle.
Does that life cycle come with one wheel or two?
Bert, I think your bad jokes need some work.
Yeah, keep working on it. I'm Dr. Jeff Vinegar, and today we're going to explore the science of animal and plant life cycles. We'll learn that a life cycle shows how living things grow and change over time. Plant life cycles start as a seed, then most form flowers and fruit. And an animal life cycle starts from eggs or live birth, then they grow up and mate. With Dr. Jeff. Welcome to Labracazam, where we make science make sense.
So what exactly is a life cycle?
Great question, Zoe. A life cycle is a series of stages a living thing goes through during its life. It shows us how plants and animals change and grow over time.
But how can something like a little chick turn into a full-size chicken?
Well, animal life cycles have stages. For example, the life cycle of a chicken starts with...
Oh.
Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up.
All right, thank you.
I think I started a free trial. That was totally my fault. This is not. Let me see. Hold on.
No worries.
Maya, I know you're not eating over there, right? That's my imagination. Alright, let's see if my free trial is still going on. Alright, do you want to switch the host back to me for the video and then I'll
Sure.
switch back to you?
Make a host. Okay.
Alright, let's see. This will stop other screen sharing. Do you want to continue? Let's see if that works. Continue, share computer sound. Okay.
Thank you.
No, that was totally my fault. Got it. And we started with the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
But how can something like a little chick turn into a full-size chicken?
Well, animal life cycles have stages. For example, the life cycle of a chicken starts with an egg. Then it hatches and grows into a chick. And finally, a full-grown chicken. Eventually, chickens mate to make more chickens. And finally, they grow old and their life cycle comes to an end. That means they die. But that's okay, because they leave their children to begin their own life cycles. It's the circle of life. Let me show you another example. Let's break it down! To illustrate the wonders of the animal life cycle, let's take a look at a butterfly. A butterfly goes through an amazing transformation called metamorphosis. That means it changes forms dramatically over the course of its life. First, the mother butterfly lays eggs. Those eggs are the first stage of the life cycle. Next, the egg hatches and it comes out as a baby caterpillar or larva, which is the immature form of a butterfly. After the caterpillar eats and grows, it enters its third stage, the pupa. Here, it creates a protective shell around itself called a chrysalis. While inside, the caterpillar goes through metamorphosis and changes into its fourth stage, the adult butterfly. Once it masters how to fly, the butterfly will look for a mate, and when a female lays its eggs, the life cycle will start all over again. We can represent all those stages in a diagram like this. It shows each stage in order, and it's in the shape of a circle because a life cycle repeats again and again. As an adult butterfly dies, new ones are born and the cycle continues.
Wow, butterflies are incredible.
I prefer margarine flies. Much less calories.
How are you so good at this?
So, Dr. Jeff, you're telling us that every plant and animal goes through a life cycle?
That's right.
Can we see some more examples?
Like outside of the lab in person?
Of course. Let's go, Anna.
Safari!
Field trip!
Today we're at the world-famous Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. It's in Florida, and they have over 12,000 animals. Frogs have a very interesting life cycle. To tell us more, we have Jennifer here at Busch Gardens. Tell us about its life cycle.
African bullfrogs lay eggs, and then after a couple of days, they actually turn into tadpoles.
How long are they tadpoles?
They're tadpoles for less than 3 weeks. They grow feet, eventually legs, and then become adults. It will leave the water completely.
How long do they stay frogs for?
These frogs can live easily 15, even 20 years.
So there you have it, the life cycle of an African bullfrog. It starts as an egg, becomes a tadpole, then grows arms and legs to become an adult frog, which lays eggs to make more frogs. Then those frogs die. But it's okay because it's part of the circle of life and the life cycle continues. We're here at the gorilla habitat at Busch.
All right. Do I need to pass it back to you?
No, I think it's okay for now.
I'm
All
gonna do
right.
it just.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right. So yesterday we looked at different life cycles. Can you find any similarities between these 3 life cycles? So we have the red ant, the polar bear, and the pea plant. So look at these life cycles and write down in the text box the similarities you see.
Miss Chester, I don't hear you.
Would you like to share your answer?
I don't hear anybody.
Can you hear me?
Do I even come back? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, Mert, would you like to share your answer?
So basically, they both have a life cycle, they both live, and they both need food and water.
Yes, they do. They all have a life cycle.
That only goes by 4s, because all of them have 4 life cycles.
That's true. Great observation. Okay. Annabella, would you like to share?
No, it's just that I don't have the link.
Oh, okay. I'll put it. Is it still in the chat or I'll put it in?
No, it's not on the chat.
Okay, I'll put it back in the chat now.
Okay.
Okay. All right, it should be in the chat now. All right, would anyone else like to share the similarities in the life cycle? Let's see. Trying to get different friends. Bella, would you like to share? Go ahead. Oh no, we can't hear you, Bella. Yes, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay, so the similarities of the ant and plant cycles, so they both have reproduction.
Awesome, you're right. They all have reproduction. All right, we'll take one more. Okay, Victoria, would you like to go ahead?
They all start as a baby and they all have 4 stages.
Yes, awesome job. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, so we're going to read about the patterns of life in mayflies. All right, so you have learned how the life cycles of different kinds of organisms can be very different. When red ant is born, it does not look similar to its parents, but a polar bear almost looks the same as its parents. Yet the life cycle of all organisms are alike in some ways. Each organism follows the same patterns. It begins life, grows, reproduces, and dies. Some organisms hatch from an egg, other organisms develop inside the mother until they are born. Each kind of organism also grows and dies. The amount of time for growth can be very different. A California forest of one kind of tree, the bristlecone pine, has trees that have lived for 5,000 years. Some insects, such as the mayfly, live only about 1 day. So this fly only lives 1 day. So if no more mayflowers reproduce, what will happen to the mayflowers on Earth? Victoria, do you have a question? We're not going to share yet, okay? We're going to give them more time to answer the question. Well, everyone has a similar answer. Awesome. Okay, Victoria, you can share your answer now.
First they'll be endangered, then they'll be extinct.
Yes, awesome. It looks like most people they will be endangered. Did anyone like to share that had a different answer? Let's see. No, most people had they'll be extinct. Okay, so if the mayflowers stop reproducing, they will become extinct. All right, let's move on to the next one. Okay. I can't see the next one on my screen. Oh, it's matching the polar bear's life cycle. All right, so try your best to match the life cycle, and then we'll review it together. Mert, do you have a question, or we're not reviewing it yet?
Yeah. Why is it showing only a polar bear picture? It's only showing 2 polar bears.
Only 2?
And the rest all blank.
Try refreshing your screen, Mark. I can see all of the pictures on my end. Looks like it's working.
Okay, thank you.
It's still just showing the polar bears. Oh, because I have to scroll down.
Oh, okay. Alright, looks like most people.
I have to scroll down and answer, please.
Amir, get started on that one. Alright, we're going to give everyone a couple more minutes.
Amir's coming back from the bathroom.
Oh, thank you.
Hagar, do you have a question? Can't hear you.
Now? Can I hear?
Yes, we can hear you.
But can I share after?
Yes. Okay, hold on. How do I get to just like the overview screen?
Student view, do you see that at the top?
Oh, student. Yes. Okay.
It should, yeah.
I got it now. Thank you. All right, I'm going to share my screen and let's review it together. All right, let's start with Life Begins. Which one is Life Begins? Alara?
It's the baby cub.
Yes, the cute little baby cub. All right, let's move that one over here. Okay, who wants to say the next one? Let's see. Rosemary?
The next one is the baby polar bear and like the adult one.
This one? The one?
Yeah.
Which one is that?
That's growth and development.
Growth and, I'm not sure if that one's growth.
Yep, you're good.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
I know, the pictures are a little confusing.
All right, so we have reproduction and maturity left. Who would like to say one of them? I'm sorry if I say your name wrong, but Jasmine?
It's Jasmine.
Oh, thank you. Jasmine, okay, go ahead. Reproduction?
Reproduction with the two polar bears.
Yes, awesome job. Okay, the two polar bears together. So that leaves, the adult bear is maturity. Okay. Awesome job, everybody. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. So it's the ant this time. Okay, same thing. All right. Try to do this one and Laura, do you have a question? I'm not going to share yet.
No, but there's this fact, like, I'm growing vegetables, and they've already gone through the seed stage and the seedling stage.
Oh,
They're
wow.
almost there.
Wow, they're growing quickly. All right. A couple more minutes. Let's see how everyone's doing. Okay, most people look like they're almost done. Okay, everyone's name. Oh, wait, no, their names are back. Okay. All right, who would like to just match a picture first? Noelle?
Noli.
Oh, Noli, thank you. Sorry about that.
I'll start with the eggs.
The eggs? All right, which one is the eggs?
The one with
The one with 6 eggs?
Yeah, I know it's hard to explain. The ones with all the little circles. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, who would like to match the next one? Amir?
The adult.
Oh, you're in the class, so it might be a little...
Yeah, he's gonna match the adult. Which one's the adult, Amir? The black ant.
Okay. Very good. All right, the next one, the last two might be a little tricky. Just remember that the larva becomes before the pupa. Okay, does anyone want to try? Selena? Oh, she's in class too. Which one do you think?
All right, she thinks the one with the... Which one comes first? Wait, which one are we doing? Sorry. Are we doing the pupa or the larva?
The larva.
The larva. Which one's the larva? She said the one with the wings is a larva.
The wings.
Yep, you're good. You're fine.
Okay.
Good job, Selena.
All right. And then that means the last one is the pupa. Okay, so let's move on to the homework. All right, I'm going to stop here. Thank you all for being great listeners and great participators.
Nice job.